yo. Oh, yeah, he's back, baby. What up, what up? Good morning, GMG. Woo! Wednesday. What fucking day is September 11th, 2020. Oh, look at that. Another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I got my co-hosts in the house, whom I missed very, very much. Tyler, Mando. How you guys doing today?
Great, man. How are you? Good to have you back.
I feel fucking fantastic, bro. I woke up in my own bed. I'm eating in my own bowl, made my own coffee, have my own water bottle. I love my little water bottle. Worked in my own gym this morning. We are so back, staying at my own desk with my own mic. My. What's up, Tyler?
I'm good. Also, we missed you, so glad to have you back as well. And hey, I won some bets last night, so
yeah, I think I made money last night. I think I made good money last night too. Well, not good. I mean, I don't bet with much, but I think I made money last night as well. Because my biggest bet was, don't look at it, like 100-something% return. That's not that bad. We'll talk about it, I'm sure. I mean, it was a handshake for me. I mean, like I went bigger. I put half of my whatever money I had in there on the handshake. It was the easiest bet ever. Like, as much as people hate each other, I feel like the handshake is like, you have to handshake. Like, it's like a thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's important.
The coin flip bet of the debates. Exactly. So I just read an article that they had stopped shaking hands after 2016. But it was probably more COVID. It was likely COVID influence. I don't think it's in my head. I bet no. So I was in shambles.
Yeah, you got fudded out of that one. I saw KBM also went deep on no handshake. So, but yeah, you know, shaking hands is in again. You know, we're 2024 now. We can shake hands after 2022. I think that's when it started again. So, anyways. Today on the show, today, what do we got? What do you got? Mando's market report as usual. Mando, we're gonna need to know if it was all a dream the last couple of days, or if we're going back to zero. I'm back looking at the charts all day long. You know the vibes. Letting price action dictate my mood. You love to see it. And then, I mean, that's what it means to be back at your desk, right? And then we're gonna get to Tyler's top 100. I mean, September, shit's getting busy, so I'm sure you got a lot to talk about. We have a partner today on the show today. Troy Murr is coming to talk about what they're building with SlapDApps or DApp Slap, right? And then so they'll be coming on later. And then last but not least, we also have Robot Spins because I know we pushed some of last week. So here's the deal: we're doing 6 for the rest of the week. So 2 today, 2 on Thursday, 2 on Friday. And this is not Bernie doing the spins. The boxes. I'm back in control, which means it's not a full of red guys. Okay, punks, there's apes, there's red guys. We
hit a board ape. We hit a board ape under Bernie's watch.
But it was funny. Like I went on the box this morning, guys. It was just red guys, and I was like, oh, you can tell Bernie was in control of the loot box spins.
That's Bernie.
So I'm back in control of it, and we have a lot of different collections alongside some pretty fire red guys too. So we have a little bit of everything, which is good. And last but not least, this show is powered. I'm being told that we have a show partner. You love to see that. Show is partnered with Galaxys. Love Galaxys, a no-code Web3 platform that empowers creators. Oh, yeah, right down the alleyway. And communities to become owners. Check out Galaxys XYZ on X. A lot of X's. Galaxys XYZ on X. But anyways. Oh, yeah, I can't wait to hit that button. Hold on. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Who is the man, macro daddy of the land? Can you dig it?
GM, everyone. So we were kind of, I would say, about 2 to 3% higher across the board when we were doing the show this time yesterday. Bitcoin was at 57K. It's now at 56K. Solana, I think, was at like 135. It's now at 130. And ETH was at 2350. It's now at 2300. So kind of down 2-3% across the board. Altcoins are slightly underperforming. I think that was mainly because the polls, or at least the prediction markets, are now having it back to 50-50, which most people interpret would be a less favorable outcome for Bitcoin. We also had some CPI data today, which was kind of mixed. it was the lowest inflation figure for over 3 years. That being said, some of the real wage inflation was slightly higher. I think this now puts a 25 bit cut as easily the most likely now. But I do still think they'll be dovish when they do that cut. You also have the ECB next week, so you're going to have probably the two major central banks of the world cutting rates. There was some continued strength in the yen. The yen is hitting kind of 5-week highs. It's almost hitting where it was at the start of the year again. So there's also been a little bit of worry about the carry trade unwind. I'm worried about that, but not like crazy worried about it. I think when it initially happened, you had a blowout in a bunch of different things, and because crypto was the only thing open on a weekend, it got smashed. I don't know if the carry trade is really terrible for Bitcoin while markets are open, at least. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, some of the macro things are looking a little bit weaker today, and that's kind of dragging us a bit lower. We've gone lower as soon as stocks open. Really, the Dow I think has opened down around 400 points. So more uncertainty, I think, after that debate. I think the 50-50 odds really just mean it's very hard to predict what will happen next, and some people just decide that they don't want to play that game and they sell and wait until it's more clear after the election. So I think that's kind of where we're at. Bitcoin, it's important here. Like, it looked like it hit a higher low. We may have a retest here to see if it really did, and then it'll be important to see where it kind of goes from there. I'm still DCAing in, so I'm happy with this.
Oh, right. It's true. You don't want it to rip now. You don't want us to win anymore for the next 30 days at least.
As I said, I think we've got a little bit of a window here.
Yeah.
For the election next month. In 2 months. But I do think we'll probably rally in October. So
close.
I think kind of a well-flagged September volatility. We've dipped. We haven't dipped as badly as stocks have dipped, in my opinion. And I think the next big data point here will be the Fed next week, or the ECB next week, I think. But nothing really more, again, this week on that side. There hasn't really been much going on in L1s, apart from the Ethereum Foundation, again, has been coming out and selling ETH. I think that's not a huge amount, but it's like getting people annoyed. Solana hit a all-time high for daily active users yesterday. Really? That's an all-time high across any blockchain ever. So Solana users are really picking up into breakpoint. Merck came out.
I thought it was over with Tron. What happened to that?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's coming from meme coins. I'm still a little bit unclear where it's coming from. But there looks like Merck said there's going to be 5 major announcements this month for Solana. So expect to see quite a lot of stuff over the next couple of weeks. Obviously, Token is next week and Solana Breakpoint. Yeah. So expect to see a bunch of different things around that. But he said 5 major announcements this month. So yeah, hopefully that leads
to Jakey also, right? Jakey's working with Solana Foundation clearly on like content and stuff like that, saying that Solana teams are shipping and stuff like that. I mean, there's always a breakpoint pump. Like historically, like there's always a breakpoint pump. Now, what happens after, we'll see if it's sell news or not, given that we're September, and historically September is probably pretty bad, right? Before October. But we'll see where that comes from. But dude, like, the speculation was what, like Fire Dancer, and then a few other things.
I don't know what any of the other 4 are, if I'm honest.
I have no idea. I haven't heard anything.
Yeah. So people can stay bullish on that, I think. Solana has slightly underperformed today, but nothing crazy. I do think it's a little bit consensus that it's now going to rip into breakpoint. So I'm a little bit wary of that, but at the same time, yeah, I think it's still in a decent spot, and there's less civil war like there appears to be in ETH at the moment.
So what's this ETH civil war going on? Because I obviously missed it. I know that they're relentlessly dumping ETH. I mean, this morning, I love this art chick tweet. All right, Vitalik. She goes, I understand it's charity, but this is tone deaf. ETH is under attack right now. Worst fight in years, maybe ever. And you selling into a downtrade undermines the progress of your supporters on this front. ETH holders are not a piggy bank for your altruism. What do we think here? What's going on?
I do think from a public relations standpoint, it's not the best thing to be doing. I don't think you should be sell shaming like but there's maybe just a time and a place. Vitalik, they don't need these headlines. Just like everyone should just say, hey, let's just calm down for 6 months. Like every single thing we are doing is getting has got a lot of eyes on it at the moment. Let's just chill.
I mean, it's like the amount, right? Like it's like 200. It's like 200.
But it's just, I think it's just continual. That's all it is.
It's that it's endless, right? Hence,
yeah.
Hence
he's got 600 million, right, of ETH. So $600 million worth, roughly. So I think it's just from a PR standpoint, it's not looking so good. And I think ETH, the main debate at the moment is just are L2s killing ETH? Just from a revenue standpoint, they are posting very few fees for the L1s compared to how much revenue they're generating. So there's a lot of questions about how to deal with that. Bread Guy actually has been posting a lot about it, and it's been getting a ton of engagement about it.
Huh? Yeah, this one, right? I think.
No, he's been posting about it for the last month. He's really in the weeds of the L2 versus L1 revenue dynamics.
This is so fun. Go ahead. Sorry.
These are people that want, they really want ETH to succeed, but this is now becoming a bit of a debate that I think his main criticism is that the L2s were meant to increase the users on the L1, and that what they've actually done is drawn users away from the L1
100%.
pretty much every application, and now they're also taking the revenue. So ETH, for example, like Base, you can say it's an ETH chain, but it's using ETH as its gas fee right now, but it could change that gas fee to being anything. Yeah. And so ETH is increasingly becoming a form of collateral rather than
100%
anything else. And that's becoming an issue. Like for monolithic chains like Solana, people use Sol to buy things a lot more. And increasingly the users that are being onboarded from the L2 are not really using ETH, apart from potentially as collateral in DeFi. And when the fees are also not being generated by the L1 anymore, then it's a big problem.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to really agree with you. I mean, Tyler, do you have a take on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of hard to argue with what's happening right now. And like I'm not personally buying ETH to use it to spend it.
I just buy ETH to buy more.
Ways to, I mean, you can just do it with USDC, right? Like it's just easy. Like you need a little bit of ETH for gas, not even much on most of these L2s, right? And then you can just move USDC around. You can move whatever you want. So I understand the argument and also the optics of them selling right now, especially when there's general consensus that prices are going to be higher, perhaps in Q4. Yeah. September, the worst month to sell. Like that's certainly not helping things either.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand the whole charity thing, but I think, you're probably right. You should probably take a chill pill here. Like, at least with Solana Foundation, like, we know they're always selling. It's okay. We know about the inflationary stuff. We know they're selling. We've accepted it. I honestly only buy ETH by Mog. I'm not kidding. I got a text from someone saying that's funny. I'm not joking. I think Ovi made a great point the other day, which is exactly how my portfolio is set up. Is like he was saying something along the lines like, I want to hold Solana, but not Solana memes. I want to hold ETH memes, but not ETH. And that's exactly my portfolio. Like, yeah, I have a little bit of, I still have my little brainlet because I love it. I didn't touch it. But like, on ETH, like I only own meme. I don't know about you guys, but it's the only thing I use it for.
I run a Solana meme coin, so yeah, I have a slightly different.
You do, yeah, that's different. You're a Solana meme coin dev. You are a Solana meme coin dev, and I mean, also to your point, also. I am literally building on it now too. I mean, Myriad is built on L2, right? So it's different. But again, like
I think there's oversaturation in Solana meme coins, which is like impossible.
Talking about this,
right?
You've called that
coins a day. It's impossible to deny that, and I agree with that sentiment in general. I don't know if I want to own any meme coin, right? Like, do I want to? It's not like Mogs survived that sell-off either. Like it's down a lot, right? It feels like meme coins in general are under attack from oversaturation. Though I do think that the Solana meme coins are the ETH meme coins are slightly older. There's less saturation on the chain, but it's not been great across meme coins for a while now, right? Like it's definitely just been like that. Interestingly, like DeFi coins have come back pretty strongly. Aave is kind of led a real resurgence in DeFi coins. It's up about 50% in the last month or so. And you've started to see other coins with like actual revenues. Like RLB is up 100% from its lows.
All that.
So that that reminds me of kind of this time last year, or if maybe more like 18 months ago, right, where people were looking at the buyback ratios, the revenues of protocols. We've returned to bear market stats about like good risk reward trades. I don't know how to describe that, but like it's very different than parabolic 100x rises. It's right. This looks like it's cheap on a discounted cash flow burn, essentially. And that's very bear market. That's what I would say.
Yeah. I see so many people starting to also talk about the narrative of like VCs and low float high FDV coins coming back. I mean, but they're probably paid by people because there's like unlocks come in. So usually around unlocks, you see a lot of like #grant posts come up. But I saw a lot of that when I was in Asia. Did you guys see that? I'm seeing like
a little bit,
right?
Yeah,
like,
I saw some of that chatter on the timeline, but not a whole lot of people like actually buying them. I don't know. I feel like it's more of a narrative floating around.
Yeah. I feel like people are like trying to sell a narrative again, and then we're gonna see just a resurgence of fucking meme coins again. It's gonna piss everyone off.
I'm not giving up on the meme coin bags. I think it's harder to pick the winners, but we saw it even this week when Solana pumped 4%. Immediately on the back of it, a lot of the leading memes are up 20 to 40%. And I still think that's gonna happen. I tend to agree with you. I still think the ETH meme game feels easier though, just because there's less options.
Yeah,
which is probably good for Mog, but yeah, I mean Mog got hit pretty hard while you were gone.
Yeah, I did. Anyways, I guess we'll see where that takes us. Tyler, let's see what you got in store for us today.
For daily NFT and crypto analysis, Tyler D on FOMO Hour cause the kid can't miss.
Ready to bash some bears. Our top story this morning, crypto slides after Kamala Harris wins last night's debate, according to most consensus sources, and she pulls ahead slightly in the election market. CPI data comes in on expectation this morning. Mando mentioned that. 50 bips, the odds have dropped below 10% now, so it is looking like 25. In other news, PayPal and Venmo added support for ENS when sending crypto, a major announcement there for ENS. Trump's crypto project, World Liberty Financial, was called out in a House DeFi hearing on Tuesday as potential for consumer harm, with the politicians noting that some had been harmed due to Tiffany and Laura Trump's X accounts being hacked. Binance partnered with price data provider CoinMarketCap to incorporate token unlocking investing information into its platform. In protocol news, Magic Eden rolling out new incentives where users can earn that ME token plus a 50% diamond bonus simply for buying NFTs or ordinals with the ME Wallet mobile app. So you need the mobile app for that one. BitGo selected Layer 0 as the official interoperability provider for wrapped Bitcoin, now a $9 billion asset. It's also now available on BNB and AVAX. Then Cadison, the Telegram back in the news. They shared new airdrop details for their Caddy token. This is notable because over 35 million people have played this game, though just half of them, less than half, are eligible for the airdrop. In NFT news, a couple of headlines. Xcopy is hot. Max Payne up 100% to 0.82 ETH. Grifters swept to 11 ETH. And 280 ETH 101 sale yesterday on Bad Flavor. And then Udi, our friend from Taproot Wizards, he introduced Catnip yesterday. It's a new Bitcoin native token protocol that supercharges coins built on their OpCat recursive covenants. So a bit of a teaser announcement there from Udi.
We need Udi to save ordinals and runes, dude.
Yes.
We like only one man at this stage can, while everybody's beefing about who invented ordinals protocol. I ended up in a Twitter Spaces the other night, just curiosity. They were like beefing like really heavily. There's like Leonidas and like Rock Toshi or a bunch of people just all fighting about who invented ordinals. It was actually entertaining. It reminded me of 2021 when we used to fight between cats and dogs. Speaking of cats and dogs,
cats and dogs.
What a segue, huh?
Yes.
I'm pretty proud of myself for that one. Speaking of cats and dogs, debate last night. So I was heavily jet lagged. So I did my best.
Sure.
I watched the first 20 minutes and then I collapsed. And then when I woke up, I was on my couch and the debate was done. It looks like Donnie T was doing had a good start, and then wake up this morning and people seem to think the other way. So Tyler, what went down last night?
Yeah, I think that's the right read. So Trump did start strong. Kamala, I think, came out a little bit nervous. I think you kind of tell.
Yeah,
she's not used to that stage, but I think that kind of flipped as the debate went on. Kamala, I think folks have called her a tactician. I think she had a smart strategy. She came into this trying to goad him into rants and kind of veering off policy comments, like bringing up things like low attendance at his rallies, people leaving his rallies. That got him to start ranting, about his rallies, and that kind of got him off of some of his talking points. In general, I feel like he was a little more unprepared for the debate than perhaps she was. I think probably because he's doing so many rallies, so many speaking opportunities right now. He probably just feels like he knows his talking points, versus for her, she is the exact opposite, right? Like she hasn't really done much other than the DNC, a handful of rally appearances. I think she had much more at stake during the debate last night than he did, with respect to outcomes. But ultimately, I do think she won the debate. I think some of the rants that Trump went off on did hurt the results for him. I think that the market is showing that here this morning. So the poly market line, who won? I mean, it was her odds spiked basically as soon as he started going on some of those rants last night. She jumped to like 95% favorite. She's at 99% here this morning to win.
Wow.
I did not think that she would. In fact, I bet this, so I had skin in the game. I did not think she would
in the game.
What
did you have?
I thought Trump would still be ahead today in the polls. I didn't think the debate would be strong enough for a 4 points drop, and he did. He dropped 4 points. So she's up slightly in the primary election market right now. I think the reality is it is absolutely a coin flip, and no one has any idea. Like, this is a 50-50 election right now. Somewhat notable last night after the debate, I missed this because I did go to sleep. Taylor Swift came out and endorsed Kamala.
I saw that.
Some people said not a huge surprise. I think some people, there was rumors that she was going to perform at the DNC. And then some were saying, no, why would she do that? She has a lot to lose with, such a huge fan base. She pointed to the Trump campaign using that AI generated image of her endorsing him. That was in her post. That was clearly a mistake. Maybe she doesn't come out and make the formal post for Kamala without that. But she did. And I don't know, as I think about how close this election is, like, in some ways I feel like nothing matters. People's minds are made up. But on the other hand, like, it's so tight that maybe everything matters. Like, if that Taylor Swift endorsement flips 1,000 voters in a swing state, maybe that's enough. So I think it's hard to underestimate anything here. But from a betting standpoint, it was a fun one. I thought I was rinsed. So I had the handshake, no bet. It instantly loses. And then, like, Trump right off the bat, he for the mentions markets, he starts hitting like all the long shots, like Springfield hit.
I got Springfield going. Yeah.
And I didn't have any of those long shots. So mine were looking rough. I did end up pulling out a few wins. No on fake news. He didn't hit border 15 times. He must have hit it 12 to 14 times. He was damn close. And then see some of these long shots. So Springfield hit, Cat hit. Those are Marxist hit, and they all hit like super quickly. Fraud hit. So yeah, a decent amount of those long shots on the Kamala mentions. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not going to have these pull up. Artificial intelligence hit. Liar did not hit. That was a bad beat because she said lies probably 30.
No, come on.
The liar didn't hit.
Jesus. What's up with this Elon tweet? Did Elon propose to have a baby with Taylor Swift? Is that what I'm reading here?
Oh God, I missed this.
Did you guys not see that? I'm reading this right?
I will give you a child and guard your cats with my life. I mean, we know Elon is, he means this, right? He is trying to have as many kids as possible to repopulate the world. He is a loud-spoken proponent against population decline. So I think he was a man of his word here. I don't know how Travis would feel about this. But yeah, interesting tweet there from Elon.
Fine, Taylor. You win. I will give you a child and guard your cats with my life.
Elon.
So that was an interesting tweet.
Like Nate Silver, he wrote up an email last night. I skimmed it this morning. I mean, he kind of went into his thoughts, but he's kind of confirming that it was a win for Kamala, pointed out some of the mistakes that Trump had made. And ultimately, he doesn't think it's going to move the needle all that much. But I mean, he had it at 64-36. Trump, it was down to 61-38 yesterday. We'll see how the polls come in. I feel like it's his model will likely be a little bit tighter. He also is kind of starting to admit that perhaps he was not giving enough credence to her DNC bump in the poll. So I think he's starting to walk that back. So we'll see what the models look like here at the end of the week.
Yeah. We'll see what happens at the end of this week. What else, Tyler? What else? What were the top topic lines today?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of a quiet day on the Udi comments on catnip for our NFT audience out there. So again, this is using the OpCat recursive covenants, allows Bitcoin miners and nodes to enforce token rules natively. With catnip, users are going to be able to enjoy features like partially filled orders, easier token transactions without having to split UTXO's ability to have bids. So it is bringing some new functions. It also enables on-chain liquidity pools and AMMs, which should improve token usability as well. This product is still under development, and it will not be possible and available until OpCat is live on Bitcoin mainnet. So it's a little bit of a stay tuned thing, but nice to see, Udi and team are continuing to build and improve the experience. I mean, you mentioned it part of like while you were gone, ordinals were in the chair, all of the debates. And then I think we talked about this on the show a few days ago, but notably no one was arguing over who created runes because like no one wants to claim the ownership of runes, which is kind of a state of the market right now. We had, I'm hoping it's not our final exit pump. RSIC back on the show, I could pump to 100 million. It's back down below 60. Pups is at like 25.
That's a lot. Next pump, we're selling it.
Next time we'll sell for sure. The ENS news, I mean, the headline is pretty much the summary, but US users of PayPal and Venmo can now send crypto payments to ENS usernames thanks to this new integration. I think it makes the process of sending crypto a little bit simpler. But I think just in general, the takeaway is that PayPal and Venmo keep pushing into the crypto market.
All right.
Trying to make it more accessible. So like we always like that. And we want to root for that. And then the X copy is clearly hot. FT's been chopping a little bit last few weeks. I didn't realize it, but like I was chatting with Anonymous last night and he pointed it out. And man, Max Payne up 100% this month. Grifters back to 11. Folks don't remember, Grifters had a run to 35 ETH last year during the bear. That wouldn't surprise me at all if those ran back up. I think the float in that collection is pretty low. I think you got a lot of diamond hand holders. Yeah. So if the NFTs start to turn around, if the XRP 101s are out of reach for most market participants, like let's just say it, Max Payne is kind of like on the low end. Grifters are kind of in that middle where like you could sell a Bored Ape, you could sell a Pudgy, you could sell a couple of Zukis and get a grifter only like 600 in supply. So it's an interesting set ahead of a potential NFT winter.
100%. Okay, love to see that. Listen, I'm hearing that for the Robit spins, I'm gonna go to Troy in a second here in the studio, that we have to get a code now. So we have our own little thingy going on. So the code today for the first batch of the $30,000 giveaways that we're doing is Myriad. Oh, as you could have guessed, honestly, Myriad, MYRIAD. Go to rafflebot.xyz, connect your X account. And then at the end of the show, we'll pick two people that will be able to come up on stage and potentially win a CryptoPunk. Right? You guys had a huge win last week with the Bored Ape. Actually, we watched it. It was sick. So that was great. So we'll see that. So Myriad is the code. Rafflebot.xyz. It's on screen right now. RAFFLEBOT. RAFFLEBOT.xyz. To sign up. And then speaking of Myriad, I mean, shit, we launched this after the show Monday. I know it wasn't on Tuesday, but maybe tomorrow or something I'll be able to go more into depth with everything. We get Locks on the show next week, and we can dive deeper into everything going on, as it's been a lot. Anyways, let's.
We want the deep dive. We want the Myriad deep dive.
Yeah, I want to do a deep dive. Sadly, today's too tight, but maybe next week we'll get Locks on and we'll do a whole deep dive with everybody on stage because we have a lot to share. But one thing's cool is that today we're gonna hit 1,000 users already, so that are entering. So 2 days already 1,000 people let through the platform, and so we're gonna keep opening slowly until we can open USDC markets in about a month from now. So things are looking pretty good. All right, well, let's get Troy on stage with us. Troy Murs. Troy, oh, well, he's mogging. Look at him. What ticker sign? Mother t-shirt.
I brought it.
You got
I brought it all today.
This guy is dressed like a meme coin. You absolutely love to see it.
That was the go-to, everyone, all the team said probably best move is just meme it out and get everyone on your side for this.
Yeah, that's usually a pretty smart thing to do. I mean, you absolutely love to. I mean, you literally do look like your PFP online. So we're on video for those who don't know as usual. I absolutely love to see it. You are definitely your PFP.
That was actually that was what I was going for. I was like, if I can mimic the PFP, then I've nailed the actual come to real life situation.
I love that. Well, Troy, let's get into it. Thank you for coming up today. I mean, why don't you just start by telling us what DAppSlap is, or maybe like a little background?
Yeah, so DAppSlap is, well, I mean, I can give you guys a quick background on me.
Sure.
Let's see. I started in crypto like 2013, got into Bitcoin, then was deep into Ethereum, launched a DeFi protocol called Barnbridge. I was co-founder on that. That was recently shut down by the SEC. We went through like a 2-year-long investigation around everything. And during that investigation, we switched into building AI agents and AI backends. And a lot of it was around the idea of actually having AI build like Web 2 applications. When we finalized everything with the SEC, we decided, well, why don't we go back into actually building Web 3 dApps using AI? And that's what DAppSlap is. So DAppSlap essentially allows you to launch a token, a DAO, and a dApp on Solana based on a prompt.
Okay.
That's a lot. There's a lot in there to unpack. So if there's anything you want me to go into.
No, I mean, we definitely want to get into that, right? Because you get to launch a coin, a DAO, and a dApp, and for under $2 in one click, is you guys' claim when it comes to that. So, what did you mean by that? Like when you build all of that. So like what's the purpose for you, like to build all these things in one?
Well, if you want to get into like a philosophical conversation about it, some of it really kind of comes from my experience of the ICO network or the ICO time, right? I thought that was probably the best for retail on return. We saw in the last cycle, the best returns were really for the VCs. And this cycle, it's kind of a return to retail, but through meme coins, right? So I was like, well, how can we bring those two worlds together, right? So if you have an ICO that is a meme coin that also has a dApp connected to it, that is coded by an AI agent and launched into the Solana blockchain and then owned by that DAO, then you have like kind of a new setup that we've never really seen before. And it's a fair launch token, and anyone can get involved. And it's kind of a return to retail, right? To allow them to get in on these new setups.
So, it seems like there's an AI component to that. So how does that work? Because it says tank your liquidity is then deposited in Meteora and controlled by the DAO, and then AI prompt is sent to dApp generator. So how does this work?
Yeah. So when you make if you go to the website, it looks a lot like pump.fun.
Yes, it does.
But the big difference is there is a field when you go to create a token that allows you to describe a dApp that you would like to see. So an easy one would be like rock, paper, scissors on Solana
Okay.
that allows you to bet on what's going on, right? And if your token escapes the bonding curve, that prompt will be sent into our AI dApp generator, which is we have a loving God by the name of Lord Keck, who will build you a dApp. He will code the entire Solana Rust contract for you, deploy it into the blockchain, and then also build you a front end for that Rust program. We then have the DAO that collects all the trading fees of the token into a treasury, and then the users can actually hire other devs to like build out the build more features into it. And we also plan on like expanding the marketplace inside of the DAO longer term.
Got it.
So yeah, you can see it. You can see it right there.
Yeah.
It's coding. It's putting a back end together. It's launching it.
So you can see all that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You can watch it in real time. It's pretty wild to watch if you get it going.
Okay. That's pretty cool. So how's it been so far for you guys? Like, when did you launch this?
We launched like a week ago. So this is our first. Yeah. Like, so we originally had another website up that was built around like making AI build front ends for existing protocols.
Yeah.
So if you had like take Jupiter or Audius, like Audius is actually probably the best example. If you were to take Audius and have like an artist come in and have them build a front end specifically for certain things according to what they wanted on the protocol, it would create like a player, and it would create a front end, and it would create like almost like a bespoke profile for them. The long-term goal was to get to the point where we could actually build the Rust program and then launch it for them, and then integrate the front end changes of like existing protocols into the program that's already there. So you can kind of think of it as like lowering the hurdle of devs, like technical devs, not like meme coin devs, into the space, so that anyone can participate inside of Web3 and provide value. Even if you have like a great idea, sometimes the hardest thing is to actually get people that will build it for you. And there aren't really a lot of AIs out there that will do that specifically for you. And what we did was we built an AI specifically for that.
So what are some dApps that you'd like to see built on there? Like, what are some things that you think would work pretty well on that?
So in the current integration, I think the best stuff is probably a little bit simpler, right? So something like a almost like meme dApps. Someone has an idea of like rock, paper, scissors, or let's have a drinking game, or I don't know. Like, it's hard. It's you can come up with like a million. There's like everyone has like an idea for a dApp, but what it is out there, I don't know.
Duck racing, like a duck racing.
You're not
for Epic.
Yeah, like you're not going to be able to like build like if you come in and you're like, oh, I want to build like a prediction market that has like multiple pages and everything. That's not going to happen right now. But you can come in and like be like, oh, I want to do like a semi game where we can like bet with my friends, and it will create like a treasury, and then the treasury will like if you want to like bet against your friends and stuff like that. Yeah.
All right, got it. And then I guess like, what's next for you guys, right? Like, you just launched last week. You're trying to get this thing up and going with some dApps and stuff. Like, what are you looking for it next?
Yeah, so I think the next big moves for us is expanding the marketplace for the DAOs. So the fees that are being brought into the DAO, allowing the users to actually like pay out and buy like services specifically for those dApps. I also would really like to see us take that front end editor integration that we had and expand that for them. So let's say if you're a user and you hold the token, you'll be able to create your own front end for the dApp, and then you'll get paid specifically for like what's going on inside of the dApp. So like you are kind of like, if you want to like put it in like a basic way, is like, you know how like Uniswap Labs takes from the front end fees, like the user who created that front end would be able to make money off of the front end they created. So it's about like empowering all the people that don't have like a lot of technical abilities, using AI to empower them, and then launch all these like new creations.
Sounds good. Well, look, sounds fun. Sounds pretty exciting for you. So let us know how things go there, and if everyone wants to build some DApps on Solana in one go using AI, I mean, hit up Troy, right? Is that the best way?
Come and slap some DApps, guys. Come and slap some DApps. Launch some tokens. We got DAOs ready for you. Like everything's there to go. So we look forward to seeing what everyone wants to bring to the table.
All right, Troy. Have a good one, brother. Thank you for coming.
Hey, thanks for having me.
All right. Well, that was a wrap for the partner side of the show. I think we're ready to get. Wait, where's my thing? Are we ready to win some fucking punks or what?
Let's do it.
Are we ready? Like, so what? How does it work? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Give me 1 second.
Oh,
my bad. Give me 1 second, and we can get it up.
Show me the money.
You can do the code for another second as well on screen if people want to get a final entry in.
Well, you take a second because the doodles just sold, and I'm gonna replace it by another one.
Doodles, they're hot, bro. They're back over 2 ETH.
Motherfucker's killing it, dude. Honestly, that was one of the favorite things I saw in the last 2 weeks. Seriously, like
one of the biggest stories in NFTs.
yeah,
for sure.
and that's one of my favorite things I saw in the last couple of weeks. So remember, you have to retweet the Twitter Spaces or the broadcast link. Make sure you're following Rollbait and FOMO Hour because all this stuff goes into the decision making of a raffle bot when it comes to picking you to get your part of the raffle. So make sure you follow us. Make sure you follow everybody, and then we'll get it going. So. Let's try and see, Mr. Sims, if we manage to kill.
Nearly that. 1 second. Nearly there.
One day we will get around killing all the bots. One day it'll happen. It's not like we're not trying. Like, I think we have collectively tried like 10 different ways of doing this. It's not like we're not doing our best. So let's see how this goes.
So we do this.
We
do this share screen window bang.
We need Arden to do it once and for all.
Right. Random draw. 2 people. Here we go. First one. The Renegades DAO.
The Renegades DAO. First win is the Renegades DAO. So request to speak. They have to be on the space.
They don't have to. We've got the X on here. It would be preferable for them to come up.
Okay.
So we'll leave that for a moment. So Renegades DAO, if you can request. And then second winner, Wrecked VW.
Oh,
Wrecked in the name.
Wrecked in the name. Wrecked VW. Congratulations. And Renegades DAO. Wrecked VW. And
we can make it if you want them. That they have to be on space. We can still go with that if you want. They need to request.
That Wreck person is definitely legit. They seem to be a big OSF fan. there's a lot of OSF tweets on that shit. But yes, obviously want them on the spaces because that's how you know they're real. So ideally we want them on here, right?
Renegades DAO and Wrecked VW.
Renegades DAO and Wrecked VW. Are you guys? Oh, Renegades DAO is here. Samwise, there you go. Renegades DAO is here, and then Wrecked VW. I mean, we didn't make it a requirement early on, but let's see. What up, Renegades DAO? Oh, wait, they're connecting. There you go. What up, Renegades DAO? Samwise, there you go. Samwise. The Renegades DAO. Boom. Oh, Wrecked VW is here as well. Let's let them up on stage. There you go. It's an artist. Look at that. What's up, Wrecked? What's up, Sam?
Hey, how's it going?
Yo. Oh, we got Wrecked VW is real. All right, let's see. Are you guys excited to win some money or what? That's Samwise. Are you Samwise here? Let's see. What do I do? Did I just go for it?
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, Samwise, you are first here. If you're real, are you real? Are you real account? I don't know if they're real account, Sims.
I mean, we've done everything we can in terms of filters. We've done everything.
Have we? Let's see. Let's see. Renegades DAO. Do you not have a voice? Reg VW, I know you're an artist. You're out here.
I'm right here.
Oh, I know you're here. Don't worry about it. You go second because you won the second one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm kicking. I'm making the chose. I'm kicking Samwise off. I know you're an artist. You can unmute, Reg. You're good. You're good. You can unmute. You can mute. You can mute. You're good. I've booted the Samwise account. I don't want a bot winning. This is clearly some bot. My old account suspended. I can give my Discord 3 years old. I mean, it is clearly a giveaway account. So no tweets on timeline, no voice, fucking 50 followers. I think I'm gonna start making executive decisions on this show here to make sure that the right people win. So because I love you guys. I want people to win, but I'm a little tired of getting people that don't care about our show winning big gifts. So that is definitely a thing. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna pick someone from the fucking audience, right? Yeah. So you know what, Tyler? Why don't you just tell me when to stop, and the second person, I'm gonna pick it directly from here.
Stop.
Right there. Boom. Congratulations, Raj Bunty. Raj Bunty, congratulations. You just got picked. Miracles is coming. 23 years old, depressed boy. Oh, come on. Let's fix that for you right now.
He's not depressed after
Let's fix that for you, Raj. Raj Bunty 007. Congratulations. There you go. There you go. All right. All right. So you know what? Reg VW, you'll go first. Raj Bunty, you'll go second. Reg VW, are you ready?
Hell yeah, let's go.
Hell yeah, let's fucking spin, baby. And it's a red guy, number 578. Reg VW, congratulations.
Thanks, man.
All right, you're very welcome. Raj Bunty, what up?
Thanks a lot, Farokh. You were amazing. Thanks a lot. Actually, my English is not good. So, actually, I'm from India, so it's quite bad.
Don't worry, don't worry. Well, hopefully, we can help you make some money right now, Raj. Let's spin, baby. And it's also a red guy, 511. Congratulations, Raj Bunty. Congratulations, Reg VW for red guys.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Means a lot. Thanks a lot.
All right. You are very, very welcome. All right. Well, there you go. Listen, we're going to fix this thing at some point. Don't worry. I'll work with Sims on this. We'll get to the end of it. I know the team is trying their best to make things happen. But, 50 followers, only retweets, no tweets, and all the farming thing. I think we're gonna start putting an end to that. So for now, that works. Man, just cracking up.
I'm gonna go to the bottom of that.
I'm honestly just trying to give some fucking money away the right way, and like every time, like people are like, "Ah, you're giving it to bots. You give it to bots." This is fucking tough, dude. All right, we're gonna make the rules. We're gonna make the rules. We're gonna, anyways. All right, guys. I'm sure we all got to. What? Were you laughing? Were you? All right, you know what? Let's end the show. I need to hear why this guy's laughing. With that, we'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the episode of FOMO Hour on Rug Radio. Let's go.